Going to exit to this Norse run, and we are going. Oh, let's hit save first, eh? And we're going to get into our main campaign. Oh, we beat the House of Godwin. Where are they at? That's not too much, eh? That's not too good. A score of 100,000 beats Capet. Let's see what our score is when we get into the Barry run. So yesterday we were talking about finishing up a few holy wars in the Scandinavia area. Scandinavia and Wendish, really. To get what we can. I think Ostrogothia we're at peace at. Herjadelin we're at peace at. But I think we can do Suomi. And maybe something in Estonia. Probably Bornholm. Pretty sure that's what we're looking at. And if we die, we die. After we spend a little bit of time getting that done. Oof. That's a bit tough, actually. Looks like we have some tribes that we gotta deal with here. Hand out some tribes. Favors that I'm owed. That's a dwarf. That's a dwarf. We're picking up a bunch of dwarfs, I remember. We got that dwarf fortress achievement. I'm missing a commander, I'm missing an apprentice. How old's my son now? Let's award him the title of apprentice. And make him a commander if he's not already a commander. No, he is a commander, okay. So, I can send Zainab. These friggin' Satanists. I'm actually sure this. I actually think this is not a Satanist. I think this is a secret religious society. Pretty sure that's what we're looking at there. So let's just figure out who's trying to kill her and arrest or stop that plot. I'm not seeing her, not yet. Okay, I didn't see her at all here. Taking the real close second look here. Guy's trying to kill a member of my dynasty. I'm not seeing a plot against her at all. Another one trying to kill someone in my dynasty, but I think that's a matrilineal marriage. No, that's a normal marriage, so let's just leave it. Okay, that's funny. I'm going to go through this list again, but instead of focusing on what the targets are, I'm going to try and pick up some obvious good ransoms. Antioch, not that great. Hereford. See you later, Hereford. Now, who inherited that, hey? This guy did. The Earl of O. Can't imprison him, he's a part of a revolt. So he has temporary immunity. I don't think this guy's in my realm. Is he? He might have been in Turkestan, but he's not. We got the Duke of Ulster in Scotland. 30% chance to get him. He flees. She inherits. Who's she married to? The Duke of the Isles, hey? The Earl of Hellas. The Earl of Foggia. There we go, now we're cooking. The Earl of Nicopolis. Flees. I wasn't surprised with the 35%. I was getting somebody there. We got the Earl of Padua. The Earl of Monfinota. What's he part of? The Dominicans? 50-50, and we lose. A bishop with 965. 58% chance, and we get them. Of course we get them. The people that we want to see flee never seem to flee. Here's a bishop with 1674. And we arrest him just easily. Duke of Bavaria. Northampton. My arrest chance on some of these is so abysmal. Okay, let's ransom what we got. 7 for 375. Not the best haul, not the worst either. So, we need to hand out these tribes to somebody. Now, last time I gave it to a Scot, right? I'm okay giving away this land to more Scots as well. I'm all right with that. My culture, please. Exactly my culture. Let's say ruler no and great house no. So it looks like the Steward of Cumberland is looking like the best. We might make him the Viceroy of Uppsala. Did I just see a barony? Oh, a bishopric. Okay, so that's fine. Set my crown focus. We'll go Thrake, I guess. Ambition, I'm not worried about right now. I think my only good choice is prosperity, and we're going to be almost constantly at war. I'm going to hold on to these ships for another minute. And where's my last... Is that all of my... Oh, weird. Another... It looks like they're trying to promote me an economic advance. I'm not sure. Castle Walls 3 doesn't matter in Constantinople because I have these special walls. Constantinople has the Theodosian walls, level 6. So, I mean, ta-da! Castle infrastructure 6 to get the next level of Castle Town. Whereas for the next level of training grounds, we need castle infrastructure also 6. Okay. And we're at 5. We could go one more level here for extended wards, but we're not really seeing... Like, we don't unlock anything new in terms of support buildings in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could build a Pilgrims Inn, although there's not really much to go with putting a Pilgrims Inn in. I mean, separate awards isn't bad. It's an enormous amount of disease resistance. Maybe I should do that. Put a separate awards in. Well, what's our other choice? University 3 doesn't happen until Town Infrastructure 8. What is a cathedral? Upgrade to Cathedral School. Anything else in here say Cathedral on it? Yeah. So the next level of church is Cathedral, not Cathedral School. Okay. I think I'm just going to take extended words 4. These fucking guys. Well, there's nothing more they can raid there. I need to adjust my volume here. I just realized that I'm probably on low volume. I was earlier today as well, I think, when I streamed earlier today. Oh, ring, 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 ring. Give me 1 second. Hey, thanks for that. Tend to get a lot of phone calls around this time of day lately. Yes, call my court physician. God, I hope they can save him. I mean, he's not my heir, but he's my spare, right? So, what do we hit first? I guess Suomi? Holy War for Finland is everything. He's only got those two, and it's both of them. So let's just Holy War for that. No, I need two of them not to go that way. Did he just raise a tribal army? I think he did. You poor sap. I need to set him to someone who's actually kind. Am I kind? Hold on a second. Okay, I am. That's fine. Okay. Oops. I meant to send them both. Now it's a question of what can I get off of Estonia? Hold a summer fair. I don't know. France is gonna get really ticked off here about his friggin' boats. You see, that's Bornholm, right? That's who I want to fuck up right now. Because I'm tired of them raiding me. Oh, I do have enemies in counties where I lack holdings. Claim a land, like a holy war for Scania. I think that's what I'm into right now. My income per month is crazy. Let's go through the known plots list and grab all the free money I can grab. Of which I'm sure there is surprisingly little. Pretty soon here I'm going to want a civil war. A mayor with 1634. A 1 in 5 chance, and we arrest him. Was this guy got 2K? But he's not married. She's dead. In prison, he flees. There's no way I can get a favor off of this guy, right? Oh, that's too bad. Congratulations, the Duke of... I think I can actually screw that guy up. I'm gonna mark him so I don't lose track of him in the shuffle. What do we got here? Another mayor? Of course he doesn't have any money. None of these stupid paintings are going to have money. I'm just going to scroll up here and try and keep an eye on who, if anyone, is trying to kill my wife. Let's sort by target for a second and go down to Zeds. Okay. Is it maybe under Empress? No, I don't see it there either. That's Ransom, who we did get. Not much. 120 gold for that. Hey, Ikaji, how you doing? Now, this territory in the past has always given me supply limit problems, in particular Sikov. So I'm hoping it's not going to be a big issue this time. My weekend's doing okay. No huge complaints, you know. Things are going alright. No, we're done. What did he hire here? Did he hire... Oh, he's got so much stuff. He's got so much piety. This must be a event troop. Yeah, that is. It is. It's an event troop. We captured the High Chief. So we won that war. I could ransom him. But let's just take the war score because I want to get in and out here. So I won the Holy War for Bornholm, and those annoying little piss ants are done for. I'm just going to pass this off to this guy. Okay. And we're going to put all of our troops back on those boats. Alright. So, most of this is taken care of. I think, right? I guess we'll see in the next few years if there are any stragglers. So, my next move, I could pick up this territory because he's independent. In fact, I could probably do it with just Greece. I think he's got 2 territories, so maybe like Greece, Italy, Pannonia can handle that. I mean, I think they could anyway. And then we got Bohemia here, right? So all of this is, it's 2 duchies. So we got a holy war for Bohemia here, which is 5. A holy war from Moravia, which looks like it's only 2 right now. Oh man. Have you now a truce with all the pagans up there? I think Poland I am not truced with, right? And Lithuania I'm not truced with. But I think I kind of learned my lesson from that war with Sweden back in 33, if you remember. Like 30 to 33 when I tried the holy war for just Shaland. I really think the key here is claims on these kingdoms instead of chunking them off with holy wars. So that's really what I should look like doing. Some of these, like this single county here, I am truced with for the next 9 years. Lanima, is that independent? Oh, Lanima's independent, so we can grab him. We can grab this territory. Livonia is also independent and single county. So we can grab this, and then we have Holy War in Livonia. Livimia, I think, is part of Lithuania, yeah. Poland. Estonia we are now truce with because we picked up Bornholm. Which kind of feels a little bit silly, but they were still raiding. We can grab Finnmark with a Pope claim. And we can grab Barma with a Holy War. So I guess, yeah, there's still 1, 2, 3, 4 easy counties to pick up here. Without even talking about this revolt, right, which is a thing right now. Greater Poland, off of that revolt, is worth 3 counties. Whereas Esztergom is worth only 2 counties. Nitra is worth 2, it looks like, but it's kind of deep. I think we're going to get what we were talking about there. This one, this one, this one, this one. And the revolt's still going on. We get our troops back down here. Then we'll look at picking up Greater Poland. And that's probably it there. As for Esztergom, I mean, if our troops are already here, it's not that far down to get this. And then Slavonia, Moravia. Yeah, I think that's kind of the way to do it. And then after we get our troops back down there, it's civil war, right? So we might be able to have a civil war by the end of this episode. Okay, these guys all have to actually get on the boats. My mistake. Because I can't have troops in areas where I don't have holdings before I declare war. Although I'm pretty sure I have to dump France's ships here because minus 26, I mean, I'm starting to incur some pretty stiff penalties here, right? Oh, what? I only have tributary CB on this guy? I don't have full Holy War CB on him? What the heck? I don't want just a tributary. Alright, let's skip that for now. Why can't you holy war them? It's a distance thing, I think. I'm still perplexed as to why I can't seem to raise troops off of Anatolia. Right? He should offer me 6%, which is like, I don't know, it's a ton. He's actually a pretty big vassal. I'm quite surprised that he's not giving me any troops. How am I doing on my retinue cap? We could add a couple. We're a bit poor. I might have to look through this list of potential imprisonments a little bit closer and imprison a few people that maybe aren't worth a lot like leaders are, but are still worth some, you know. Here's a bishop we might be able to get a good mark on. Okay, so he flees. We'll send him a gift. Oh, you're such a good guy. Yes, I'll come to your court for this favor. My chance to imprison him now, 92. Got on that time. Now what's the supply limit up here in Finnmark? I got 19.5. Oh, he's Cathar! Well, that's interesting. I should have Holy War on him still. But I never even had a Pope claim. Gonna pause for a sec. Hey, Nirakiri. Oh god, you're Iron Man. Bye. I don't know what you mean, man. I mean, we're playing an Iron Man, that's for sure. I definitely have to remarry her. Her first husband ran off to be a bishop somewhere. Let's go married, no. Men, yes. Ruler, no. Well, actually, ruler can be any, but we're probably not going to get a match. I want someone like her age or younger. Okay, so we got an Italian in Genoa. We got Barid here. He's a Muslim though. Oh man, I need a diplomatic range on, yes. I think maybe this might be it. Oh, he's ugly. That's not even the guy we're thinking of anyway. It was the twin. This is the one. Let's see if we can get a matrilineal. Both parties must agree to matrilineal marriages, hey? Well, then let's do this guy after all. He was gonna say no, but we can pay for him. And, because I don't want to think too hard, should I just throw that at him? So we took some attrition up there, it's too bad. Let's grab Barma. I never thought to check. Damn. I bet you was gonna say I can't. Ah, whiskers. What about this guy? Is he a marshal? He's just a commander? Alright. That's better. Oh, succession. Pause. I've got a new heir, me and my brother. That's cool. So, Emperor Euphemius II. I'm secretly Tengri. I fucking knew it, man. I knew there was some shit going on with secret societies. Renounce my secret faith. Wait a second. Wait a second. Let's just hit so be it. And let's take a minute, hey? Let's take a minute, consider this stuff. I can renounce my secret faith right now. But since I'm part of a secret society, aren't I? Oh, no, it's just a secret faith. It's just a secret faith. But there is a society here. The Arrows of the Tengri. The Plague Bringers, these guys are the Lucifer's own. There's so many choices. I'm going to renounce that secret faith, though. I think I'm going to get rid of that. We are purely Jewish now. Our ambition. I think my treasury should be crazy, right? Yeah, look at that. Got a nice treasury. No, we'll leave. Oop. I need to pause that again. Jeez. We're getting in trouble here. You know what CK2 I think needs more than anything is a pause only button and a on pause only button. Not this toggle thing. I hate the toggle. So it says Gruminaire for my ambition. I could dump a little bit of piety though. I need to get some new marshals and spy masters anyway. The only rabbi I've got is my brother at 17, which is fine. That's okay. But for my court physician, I don't know, man. I think we can do better. So, first things first. Build the third temple. $1,500 piety, hey? Create Israel. Oh, that's funny. In order to create Israel, I need to absolutely control all of the kingdoms, all of the duchies, right? So, like, I think I can, after one holy war, well, anyway, we'll see. We're going to hit create or recruit a court physician. We're going to turn this stuff on here. I need an apprentice, right? Let's make my brother my apprentice. And it won't let me. Who's my apprentice now then? Nobody. But it won't let my brother join? Why not? Is he also part of a secret society? I wouldn't doubt that for a second. Okay. I'm gonna make him my court physician anyway, actually. See if we can't boost his learning a little bit. I don't care too much about Gruminaire. For my focus, we're gonna go theology first. But let's invite... Oh shoot, did I take that? Okay, good. Let's invite a couple of holy men to get us under 100 piety, which will let us take Paragon of Virtue. What did we get? We got some nobody and some other nobody. Doffer needs to get married. He does need to get married. He does indeed. He's got a strong claim in the Roman Empire. Who do I want to marry him to? One of these would be perfect, right? Like this one. She's an Abbasid in the court of an Abil Akay. Oops, what the hell? Okay, good. This is the right one. Only one person is willing to join this plot. Does he count as a broad or something? I need a filter here. All children in this women, all online the characters without children, all dead characters that had no children filtered out. God, it's still a huge family. 66 living members, eh? Alright, I think we're fine. Do it. We got dangerous factions. This should adjust. Ooh, man, some of these guys are really ticked. Why is he so upset? And the Marshal. Ooh, nice. I got a loyalist. That's nice to see. My Steward. I could go Earl of Upland. He's amazing. Did he grow in stewardship since I just had a succession? I don't know. The King of Sicily. Versus, what? The King of Frisia. Okay, that's fine. Write Ethereum paper. What are my overall stats? I should be able to have a diplomatic bonus to this. Oops! I did not mean to hit that. What am I doing? This is what I wanted to hit. Oh, we got lots of dwarfs in the court. We can give one of them there. And we have almost no commanders. That's interesting. Let's do this last war for Barma. Wait, what raised levies do I have? Oh, that's right. Let's turn that off. We'll walk them over. Again, we only have tributary on him. We don't have holy war. That doesn't make sense. Okay. So we actually have a little bit more I think we can do up here. I'm not sure why I can't Holy War for Barma. I think again it's just like a length thing. So what are we looking at? We're losing it. We're losing the Saint's Fingerbone, maybe the Nail of the True Cross. Maybe the finger of St. John. Blank is destroyed? It doesn't tell me. Well, let's sell it. Yeah, so it looked like that was the quality 2. And it looks like I'm gaining Augustus. That's nice. No, we're good. My brother will do fine. Didn't I already arrange a marriage for her to a strong guy that I invited to court? Alright, let's just make this the marriage. Look, settled. That's my mother. No. Where's my boats? Jeez. How long have you been playing this save? 196 years so far. In game time. You think you forgot to actually arrange the marriage after the invitation. If I died while the invitation was still happening, he ends up just getting... he doesn't follow through in the invitation. He doesn't come into the court afterwards. In terms of game time, I'm not sure. I think I've been streaming it for about 3 weeks or so. Something like that, maybe a little bit less. Maybe 2 weeks. People are starting to die. Let's get into our known plots. I really want to get in position to holy war for Jerusalem territory ASAP. So we might skip the Civil War. I mean, we might skip provoking the Civil War. We may still have a Civil War. Those things are, sometimes you don't plan for them. I mean, my independence faction right now is at 75. I guess that did just drop 5%. We got a nice rich bishop here at 17. I imprison him and fail. He goes to 47. Oh, 38 even. 38 even. Send him a gift. Oh no. That's not enough to buy a favor. Let's look at what kind of artifact we might be able to scoff up on him. I need something that gives at least 13. So, I can give him... Oh, I need to fix my... I need to get in there and fix my treasury, actually, before I go any further. We'll take that off. And we'll put on the Heart Seeker, I guess. The handgun will wait on. Golden bracelets is fine. Engraved sword versus the bejeweled dagger. Or engraved dagger. I think the dagger was better, right? Yeah, it's slightly better. Crown of pearls versus crown of lilies. The pearls are better. Okay, so I need something that I don't want. The longsword is quality 2, I can dump that. Okay. If I give you a longsword, that's only plus 12. What if I wanted to assign a guardian to you? We got this guy, my kinsman. We're not seeing a plus 10 there. No plus 10 there. Shit! I think I just lost 1788. I'm not sure there's anything I can do to boost his opinion any further. Oh! Abandon the commoners, minus 10. Talk about a bad misclick, hey? So, we're gonna mark this guy, and we'll check back on him when the abandon the commoners disappears. So we got about a year to go on that. Let's just continue down our list. Like, once that's done, I go up to 22, and then I can get him with a gift. So it just kind of depends on where we end up, whether or not he gets put in. I don't think he'll be assigned as a court chaplain, but it's not outside the realm of possibility that he gets put in as a spy master or a steward for this guy, and then we may never be able to enforce an invite on him. Let's see. We got this guy, the Duke of Malta. 762, actually. He's got a big chunk of change. He flees. Alright, let's just go through this. That's 109 favor for her. Oh, and let's ransom what we did get so far. My ship's still coming around the bend here. Do I go right to Arabia? I'm not sure. I think maybe I do. Yeah, let's go right to Arabia. I want to dump these ships anyway. So let's get everyone into Jerusalem. For the meantime, I'm going to turn off the reinforcement on my retinues, I guess, because they're all on boats. Where's my favor? There's my favor. So we can invite her with a favor. She comes to court. I can imprison her at 100%. Banish her. There's a little more money. Who's next? Who's next on the list? 2.6. 3.8. This guy's rich, but he's married. She's poor and married. He's married. That's a counselor. This guy's poor. She's poor. She's poor. She's got 10 gold on her. I can't interact with her anyway. He's married. She's not married, but she's poor. $65 but married. 233 but married. $512 but married. Who's he trying to kill? Go ahead. We got the Duke of Ostrogothia, hey? See you later, nerd. This guy on a diplomatic range. She had nothing. He's got 170, but he's married. God, I'm not having real good luck. Sometimes people just run too far away. Is one of my big issues. That when they flee too far. And then even when I want to act on them, I can't because they're outside diplomatic range. I mean, it's just a bummer. And when they do look like a prime spot, you know, like here she is, she's got a plot. She's within range. But her wealth is only 7. What use is that to me? Here's a 78. If I send him some money, he'll come to court. Doesn't matter what his skills are, I can banish him when he gets here. Oh, this guy is outside my diplomatic range. Damn. Oh, here's one. The Duchess of Cornwall. She's done fled now. Now that's interesting. So there's another one. I had him marked too. I think he got away on our last character. Oh my god, can more people please be signal? So this guy... Yeah, we were just talking about him. We'll have to check back on him in a year, I think he said. Oh, I know this feels silly, but I need to have money, right? Okay, here's one with cancer. She won't come to court. She's staying... is that a close relative? Let's see where she is in the tree. No. In her dynasty tree. So she's there. And he's over there. So that's her and that's him. I think we should be able to still invite her. Oh, are we going to be able to get... This is another abandons the commoners problem. Let's hope that she survives the cancer to the end of the year. That was a pretty bad misclick. He's out of diplomatic range. If they run too far away, you just haven't conquered enough of the world yet. You know what, EKG, you're right, you got it. I should be pushing further east so that I can open up bigger swaths of India. Because they seem to be mostly running to India. He's not a commander. Can I buy a favor off him? I can. Oh, I forgot to check if he was close family first. So I don't think I got a ton of money there. Alright, let's invite him. See you later. Sure, that's fine. So he's in court, imprison him, banish him, that one's done. A battle? Where was there a battle? Oh, right. Let's get these guys into Jerusalem. Well, this guy rides at my court? Why? I don't know why. Just randomly, I guess. Consumption broke out. Shit. That's kind of bad for me. Crusader Kings. The Roman Empire in the East, Byzantium, Christendom's firm bulwark against the Mohammedan infidels of the Orient, is failing. The dire situation has convinced His Holiness Pope Joanne IX to accept the possibility of an outright invasion by joint Christian forces. This signals a new era of large-scale Christian holy wars, the Crusades. The Knights Templar. Oh, I'm so glad to get holy orders. The Knights of St. John. Oh, what the hell is going on up here, hey? Greece, can you deal with that for me? Very nearly lost, eh? Very nearly lost. Let's check all my favors now, because I feel like there's someone here that I should have righteous imprisonment on. Who's rich as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Is it this guy? No. Oh, let's check my favors. Wait, where's even my favor list at? Didn't I have a super rich bishop that we were going to bring in? Yeah, this guy. Okay, so he is in court. There, 1800 gold. Thanks for the follow, Bish91, and hello to you too. Yeah, I very nearly lost this. I should have waited like another little bit of time that his not moral authority, his morale would get up above 50. Let's check my last ships. Finally, they're almost there. Just started playing this about 2 days ago. Oh man. We got a Sunni revolt now too. Oh buddy. This is not the right place for you. Let's just chill. You've learned most of the basics, like what everything means. When you say the basics, you mean like what each of these tabs mean, what these currencies mean, like what the thing in the outliner means, right? Because that's what I consider the basics. Just having a familiarity at least with what each of these screens does, what each of these jobs are. Right, let alone the ways that you can manipulate and abuse them, but then just to know like, oh, how does opinion work, right? How does the council work? I don't know what kind of DLC you're running either, Bish91. If you're running like vanilla CK2, my game will look a lot different because I'm running full DLC. There is something that I never do that we can talk about checking out. Is the message log. Now this is very difficult for you guys to read because of where I put my chat log on the screen. So let me disable the chat box just for a second so you might be able to read this a little bit better. I almost never leave this open because I find that at a certain game point it's very spammy. It shows you everything that happens on each date as you go through. But I know some people that do play on slow and they watch that. I don't do that. That's not a thing I'm into. I absolutely love CK2, and I think that there's... Oh, nice. This is a big advantage to putting your son in as an apprentice. And it's really bothering me that I can't make this guy my apprentice. For sure, he must be a Satanist or something. Or he's actually in the Arrows of Tengri. I think I should still... This one I'm married for genetics. This one I think I still have to marry for claim. I've got 4,200 gold. And it's going to cost me 3007. About 3k to get a favor off of him. But there's no way I can get a favor off of him. It's 1100 just to boost his opinion by 50. I could throw like an artifact at him. But like we're gonna have to go a level 3 to get an 18. And that still only gives me plus 10. When my Abandon the Commoners wears off, that would be plus 20 and we're still short. I see that I can offer him a non-aggression pact. That's pretty interesting. Hey, Nicholas Pickles, how you doing? Yeah, anyway, let's rank up. So that's done. I do need to find an heir. I still might just go genetics, right? This guy's 62 now. Who am I plotting to kill? This nobody, that's right. Let's turn that off. You're not so sure how the best is to expand. Is fabricating claims the only way? Absolutely not. Fabricating claims is probably the worst way to expand. The fastest way to expand is what I kind of call, and I don't think this is like a general term, but like the rinse and repeat version of claimants, which is to say, you're looking for a title that you want, right? So we'll pick any title, and we'll start off somewhere small, right? Like, so let's say I want Ostrogothia, okay? It's controlled by this guy. I might only control a small bit of territory. How do I get that, right? Let's ignore the other casus bellis that are available to me at the moment, which I can't show you because I don't have raised levies. But because this guy's a different religion than I am, I can holy war him, but that's beside the point. We're going to talk about the rinse and repeat landing of claimants. So if you look at this guy's, in fact, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways you can click on this. So the chiefdom of Ostrogothia, right, labeled by this heraldry, which is for the de jure chiefdom of Ostrogothia. This is the design it is. The design is not important. What matters is it's his main title, or if you're going for another territory that he has, it'll be the upper left, right? And when you click on this, you get this screen, which is, you can see his expenses down here at the bottom. My layout is a little bit different because I run a mod called Bigger User Interface, so I think yours is probably a smaller window, but it should look basically the same. The de jure tab at the top, or de jure, and the holder domain, the expenses at the bottom. This is the money button right here, is the claimants. So you get to see, for this title, the Chiefdom of Vastmanland, who else has claims on it, right? It doesn't differentiate whether or not they're weak or strong claims, or inheritable or uninheritable claims. And I highly suggest that you bookmark and read the wiki if you want to get into who gets claims on a death and how succession through claims works, because there's like 3 different categories basically and how that goes. But this shows that there are 4 claimants to the Chiefdom of Vastmanland. This woman here, she's got a weak uninheritable claim, I think. No, she's got a weak inheritable claim. This can only be pressed, and again it says in the tooltip, under certain conditions, right? If you're a man with a weak claim, you can press your weak claim against a woman. If the target that holds that title is currently in a regency, so either he's a child, or I shouldn't say he, either the title holder is a child or the title holder is in hiding, or the title holder is in prison, or the title holder is on some event, like, for example, going on Hajj or going on pilgrimage, which would cause a regency. Maybe they are infirm or infected with a disease that happens to make them bedridden. These are also cases where they become regency. There's a lot of different conditions that might make it so that a regency is possible. The third here being if the title is already being contested in a claim or succession war. So if there's someone who has a strong claim that's pressing their strong claim, you may have an opportunity at the same time to press your weak claim. And it says the fourth condition here is the claimant is second or third in line to inherit, which means that if you might have a weak claim, and if we mouse over this heraldry, it'll show us the line of succession for this title. Otar and Ulferson Stafer, if he had a weak claim because he's second or third in succession, he could still press that. He wouldn't have to be a strong claim. But we also see that the Chief of Scania, right, he's got a weak claim, right? This woman Thera, she's got a weak claim, and then this guy here, the High Chief of Kola, he's actually got a weak claim as well. Oh, no, wait, wrong. He's got a strong claim. He's got a strong claim. So when I go here, and let's, just for the sake of argument, yeah, let's dismiss my levies. Just for the sake of argument, we're going to look at this guy's title and see, oh yeah, so look, we've got, we can claim Ostrogothia for the King of Sweden, because that's a de jure claim, right? It doesn't really say this in the tooltip, but it kind of is. It doesn't show the kingdom as a de jure claim, it only shows the Duke title as a de jure claim, but I can press both of those. We can claim Vastman land for either this little kid or for this guy. Because he's in hiding, that means that he has a regency, so the weak claims are pressable. Now, if there was a title where I didn't have a claim on it, or I didn't have a courtier with it already, for example, the Kingdom of Lithuania, if there's someone on this list that I could invite to my court by hook or by crook, and then if I were to land him, that is, to give him some landed territory, some county, and then pressed his claim against the King of Lithuania, he can get the whole kingdom at once. Then you can do a thing. This is step one. I know that was a lot. So let me use another sentence and break that down as simple as possible. If you can find a claimant and land the claimant, you can press the claim, right? That's the step one of the rinse and repeat cycle. Step two is revocations. So I don't look like I have any legal targets right now, but occasionally if someone has territory that's outside their de jure realm and you control that de jure title, so to speak, you can plot to revoke his title. So when you're small, and maybe I should load into a different save to get into this, but I kind of want to stay on this for a little bit, so I'll finish this explanation, we'll get going with the game. So when you're small and you often have de jure claims on many titles, you can hand out like a county underneath you that's a duchy, land the guy, and what Ikaji here says about having a higher ranked title than the claimant, otherwise he just becomes independent, that's true, and I'll explain that little exigency as well. So you can plot to revoke them. So unfortunately I don't have any legal targets to show you what plot to revoke is, but basically if you click here, right, any legal targets you have for plot to revoke should show up. And you can also check, like I think just under the title, right, if you right click on it, you should see like a plot to revoke. And then, of course, this frees up the territory, right? So he has the original territory that you press the claim for, and you can plot to revoke the small little chunk of territory that you gave him to begin with. He'll probably revolt, which sometimes is good, because then he's a traitor. You can revoke his major title. Anyway, Cato the Elder asked something 10 minutes ago. Cato said, how do you even get to the point where you have this much land? The most I've done is start as a count in Ireland. I took Ireland and some of England, and then I started to decline. Well, I can't speak about declining, but to get this much territory this fast, it's really about marrying into claims. That's how I was able to do it. I started as the Count of Barry, and most of these are backed up on YouTube. But I started as the Count of Barry. Let's go to my family tree and I'll give you the little breakdown really fast. I don't think that was my first character, because I think he died before the game started. Yeah, he died in 766. So this was my first character here, right? He died in 808. And he started a count and he stayed a count. He married this woman. I think they were married at the beginning already. Might not have been. Maybe that was his second wife. No. I can't remember why I married her. It was probably for claims. It's almost certainly for claims. Anyway, his oldest son here, Count Codla, he married this woman, Queen Anne. She's a Carling. When I married her, she was not the Queen of Italy. She was just a nobody from France somewhere. Or from Frankland. West Francia, I think. And I pressed her claim on the throne of Italy. There was a lot of luck in this situation where Charlemagne created the Holy Roman Empire, and then Italy and the Duchy of Benevento and a couple other little spots had an independence faction, much like the one that I have right now that's actually kind of strong. And they presented their leader with an ultimatum, says, make us independent or we'll fight a war to become independent. He said, fine. So Italy was independent, and Benevento was independent. The Duke of Benevento was my liege. I eventually gobbled up, through fabricating claims, which is very important at the beginning of the game, but very, very quickly, in my opinion, becomes one of the worst ways to expand. They're only used in certain situations where you can't reasonably get a claim in any other way. That's why you would use fabricated claim. For almost all other situations, they're either de jure options, marriage options, or holy war options to grab territory. And fabricating claims ends up being one of the worst ways. It's actually prohibitively expensive the higher and higher your income becomes. So anyway, I allied myself with the HRE because I was married to a Carling, so I had the chance to upgrade my non-aggression pact to a full alliance. I used their help to press my mother's claim on the throne of Italy. So she became, or pardon me, not my mother, but my wife at that point. She became the Queen of Italy. Because she was a woman, the HRE was able to actually declare war on her after helping just put her on the throne. Because he had a weak claim on the throne of Italy, so I had to defend against that. But eventually I won that war. Because of her, I had a weak claim on the Holy Roman Empire, and I was actually installed by an AI faction as the Holy Roman Empire. So I got very lucky in the growth of my game. In fact, there was one point where I was fighting against both the HRE and the Byzantine Empire to defend Italy, and I thought that I was going to have to white peace, or I thought I was going to have to surrender and then probably rot out the HRE. Now when I say rot out, I mean join them and then destabilize the realm from the inside, such that I can climb to power. And I was lucky enough where he offered me a white peace, and then his weak claim was invalid, and I got installed on top of the HRE. I married my son. I married my son, Castillo, to the leader of the Byzantine Empire. She wasn't supposed to inherit it. I had to kill off a bunch of her brothers and fathers to make her valid. And then our son, Castillo the Bold, was leader of the Byzantines and later leader of the HRE. So that in 3 generations is how I got like probably 75% of the territory that you see right here. Anyway, we're gonna crush this little 3k host real fast here. Little pissant stealing all my shit. Nice. So I'm promoted to the next rank inside the Hermetic Society. Generally, I find the rule of thumb is for equal level, or what I might consider major, which is like the next level down titles, you really have to marry for claims. That's how, when you're a count, you'll inherit other counties. When you're a duke, you'll inherit other duchies. When you're a king, you'll inherit other kingdoms, right? Through marriage. That's the way to do it. And of course, obviously, when you're an emperor, that's how you inherit other empires. You don't have to necessarily inherit the whole title at once, as long as you get a claim that you can press. That's what you really need, right? A claim that you can press. So right now, my mother, who is some kind of Satanist or secret religion society, I don't know what she is, but she's under suspicion. Her father is the emperor of Hispania. So I'm hoping that once he dies, she gets a claim that will be inheritable, and once she dies, I get a claim that I can press. Oh yeah, you have to have enough troops to press it. And I mean, we could probably spend a lot of time talking about retinues and how important those are. I don't think I really want to build anything else here. I want to save onto my money, because if I don't win this war with Byzantine very quickly, I'm a little bit afraid that, well, let's not be afraid. Let's spread these guys out a little bit. And once they're landed, we're going to turn reinforcement back on. Money is a big issue too. There's lots of ways to get money. What I find is when you're big enough, you can do what I call, well, I shouldn't say call, but what I've been jokingly referring to as corrupting the justice system, which is normally, I'm going to give you 2 examples from this screen. We have the Duke of Antioch, who's plotting to fabricate a claim on the county of Alexandretta, right here, and he's been doing it for like 30 years or something. He is my direct vassal, right? Which is to say, I am his liege, right? We have a very close relationship. However, the Earl of Sussex is not my direct vassal. In fact, we have a very distant relationship. His liege is the Duke of Kent. His liege is the King of Germany, and the King of Germany is my vassal, right? So we have a very distant relationship. Now, if you have even one level of distance, right? For example, if the Duke of Kent was plotting something, I can go to arrest him, right? I can go to imprison him and suffer no tyranny. And furthermore, if I fail to arrest him, the worst that will happen is that he will flee his court, right? And he runs away. He's avoided my guardsmen, and he's run off to the Count of Chinialish, someplace in India. Oh, no, actually, County of Torquay. Chinialish is a name. So he is no longer the Count. He's run away with all of his money, and his son is now the Count of Sussex, right? So, not an enormous loss. It was only a couple hundred gold. And if we had imprisoned him, we could have ransomed him off for 70. Or, 145 for a duke, or 2 something for a king, although I very rarely ever do kings, because kings are always a very close relationship to me. And if I go to imprison a king and I fail, he'll revolt. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but timing is very important. So we have this woman, let's try and imprison her. She runs, that's fine. The Duke of Oland, I don't think I can interact with him because he's in hiding. So we gotta go looking for someone else. We got another count here. So we got him, that's 70 gold for free. Count of Saxony. We got her. We have a patrician here with a 140 gold, but he's married, so I don't really care if we get him or not. We did. He's only 25, right? In terms of ransom. Okay, so that's everything there. I'm just going to check my characters of special interest. I don't think I need him marked anymore. Ditto with him. I don't think we need him marked. I don't even remember why I had her marked to begin with, but it's very unfortunate that she's... This young girl is the Duke of Navarra. Didn't I have a man who was Scottish in charge of this? Did he die? Was it this guy? Oh no. In 964, that was a year ago. Well, anyway. Let's just hope for the best. Who's her educator? Some Basque guy? Yeah, we are going to have to keep an eye on her to make sure she stays Scottish. So he's got no money. I'm not worried about him. We got this Abbasid here. And this fella. This fella we are waiting for our Abandon the Commoners to disappear so that we can kind of... And that's only a few months. And we're gonna play a little joke on him. Okay, so I got 188, 188, 233. Let's just let these guys get up in morale. I want to dismiss these ships. If we're gonna need ships, we'll use Greece and Alexandria down here. Or not Alexandria, but Anatolia. Okay. Turn off some of this stuff. Oh man, we got a whole bunch of warnings. Let's make sure that my... Okay, both of these are on. I still don't have... I need to get... How many ingredients do I even have right now? One ingredient. So I need to assign an apprentice, and I can't do my brother, so... let's just pick one of these guys that's kind of on the edge here. Minus 50. Seat in the council, desires Bulgaria. I could give you Bulgaria. Yeah, let's make him my apprentice. And let's give him as a viceroyalty Bulgaria. To get him off my back a little bit. That'll be quite nice. Now I can acquire ingredients. We're just going to pay for them. And what's my supply limit? I got 31. Yeah, let's group all these guys up. So I can split them up nicely. I think we're going to go for Ascalon right away. So I'm going to split them into 4. And send them, I guess, 2 right there and 2 right here. We got Adam willing to join the ranks to become a commander. That's fine. We just had, oh, that's the consumption coming down here. That's not great. It's not bad, but it's not great. It is going to impact the supply limit. And it puts my commanders at risk. So let's just get this as soon as possible and then be done with it. So he is part of the defensive pact against me, but I think I can blitz the hell out of him. So we're going to Holy War for Ascalon, which is this territory here. Because we're trying to create the Kingdom of Israel. Oh, interesting. I thought that this had a direct connection. Apparently it doesn't. That's fine. So we are probably going to get capitulation from him really fast. Alright, I need probably Greece on that, I think. Is he going to give me troops yet? Okay. This is just a kinsman. He can learn on his own, that's fine. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's this matrilineal bullshit? Who agrees to this stuff? Like, are you for real right now? That sounded wonderful. Died under suspicious circumstances, hey? The Duchess Maria of Ivrea. I'm gonna go through this list again. I gotta keep my income up. My income right now is pretty low. You know what I mean? Minus 70 all the time. So we just gotta check back. I mean, every few ticks. It doesn't have to be all the friggin' time, but when you can. Actually, let's check. He was the Duke of what? Yeah, he inherited his titles, okay. I can't interact with him because he's in hiding. We got another patrician here. He fled. It's March in 966, so I think there's someone we're going to be able to run a little scam on. We got a bishop here. Now this is looking good. 373, hey? Oh, he's not in my realm. I think we'll have to come back to him later. Because I want to figure out how to get his money. We're going to look at him later. Count of Shrewsbury. See, a lot of them are fleeing. My intrigue score is very low. 5, right? My father's was pretty shitty as well, which is too bad. Since we're playing a Hermetic Society central strategy, we're really focused on getting our learning up above everything. I'm kind of hoping that, let's see, we're 2 magnum opuses away from being finished with the Hermetic Society. Now how do I... Yeah, this is all in Crimea, right? Jeez. Okay, that's fine. That's a non-issue. I should probably hire the rest of my, like, cap out here. I think that's pretty reasonable. Yeah, it's only adding 5, so that's fine. I'm building exclusively defensive retinues. We're not mixing in the Shieldtrons. We could, we're just not. I find that it's way too much micromanagement before battles. I tried playing a campaign like that a few months ago, and it was quite tedious at points. So we're already at 99% war score. We might actually be able to force an offer peace here. Yeah, he'll capitulate. So that war is over. We have one more duchy in Jerusalem. Thank goodness. Yeah, don't worry, I know. Okay, so we won our holy war. I'm gonna reorder. Actually, these guys are fine right here. Put some Scottish Jews in charge. This one needs to get reordered. So when I say reorder the holdings, what I mean is, like the barony is the top level holding, but for lower level holdings, they're kind of mixed up, right? I like them to go barony, barony, temple, temple, city, city. So if you control all of them like you do just after a holy war, you can kind of shuffle them, putting like a first in, last out kind of situation, where you make like the city the main capital, and then the barony move down to position 1, and the temple, you make that the capital, and then everything moves over 1 slot. Finally put the barony back on top, and you have it. Then now all of a sudden it's in order properly. I think I'm going to land my brother down here. Wait, I should have actually checked which one of these was the better. Yeah, let's start over. I want to put this one in second so that the best possible temple is in the highest possible position. I think these are the same, hey? Yeah. Alright, there's Ascalon done. And we'll do our surf. So we form the Kingdom of Israel now? Apparently not. You see, here's the thing, like, I think I can form the Kingdom of Jerusalem. But the Kingdom of Jerusalem is not the same thing as the Kingdom of Israel. Right? The Kingdom of Jerusalem you have to publicly practice a religion in the Christian group, it says, in order to create the Kingdom of Jerusalem. However, the Kingdom of Israel, right? As long as I can get this last little duchy here, I can create the Kingdom of Israel. So we have 10 more years to go, or this guy dies. And let's just hope they don't call... Well, if they call a crusade, I can't join it anyway because I'm Jewish. But we're 10 years away from picking up Ultra Jourdain, which is this last duchy. And once we have this, we can create by intrigue decision the Kingdom of Israel. You have to control all 4 of them. You can't do it like other kingdom titles where you control 51% and then you can do it. This one, of course, is special. Okay, so we've got our 4 capitals there. I've become the Paragon of Virtue. That's very nice. I think... Am I humble? Good. So, civil wars now? Yeah, maybe. Maybe we can civil war. It's been a long time. It's been like 25, 30 years of game time. I've been talking about having a civil war. And now's a great time because pushing down some major revolts is exactly the kind of opinion boost I need to kind of deal with these factions here before my long reign bonus starts to kick in. So we're going to take my brother and we're going to give him first Ascalon. Oh, I probably should have married him first, hey? Oh, that's too bad. Alright. We'll just keep going. Give him Jaffa. Give him Bishib. Yeah, I really should have married him first. Ah, well. Ah, well. Let's, put him back as my court physician. That's fine. I like him. He's doing a good job. Hey, thanks for the follow, Ryusev. So, Ascalon. Can't usurp it from someone who's at war, hey? Doesn't look like there's a revolt going on in the Arabian Empire. Hispania's fine. Yeah, let's civil war. Let's have a civil war. I think that's a great idea. I've got no good rabbis. Go fucking figure. Let's invite a holy man and just hope we start getting lucky. 17? I mean, that's not bad. We'll put a 17 on. And like normal, we'll just leave them on hunt apostates. I'm thinking that we should dump some prestige right now into some tribal holdings. So we got a couple of Scots up here. We're still pretty happy with us, hey? We got this Swedish king. He's pretty happy with us, although he's kind of weak anyway. I've got a free law change. I could go vassal war declaration external only, but let's lay off that for a minute. Is my character a homosexual? He is a homosexual. He is totally a homosexual. That means between this and scholarly theologian and chaste, he's not likely to have very many babies. So this is almost certainly my heir, and I kind of screwed up here by landing him before I gave him a match. I just wanted someone with my religion and my culture. So yeah, that sucks. That was a big mistake. It's not the end of the world. I've still got a pretty good chance as a main character having a son, because there are certain events that you get that you can add fertility. But yeah, that's not the end of the world. I mean, it's still only 966. We have like 550 years of game time, I think, ahead of us still. And we're about 1/4, between 1/5 and 1/4, I guess, in terms of world size. Okay, let's just walk these guys over here a little bit. That levy problem is not a big deal. They're growing. So it's a question of who do I want to do first, right? We could do Greece. Greece is, well, he's not angry anymore. Let's look at our factions and figure out who our angriest, largest person in our factions. If you choose the ambition to have a son, how much does that help? There is no ambition to have a son. I can do Grumenaire, which adds fertility of 20%. Ambition to have a son or ambition to have a daughter is before Conclave. So once you have Conclave, you can't do that anymore. But what I'm going to do first is dump a bunch of prestige into some tribal hole. Oh man, he's feudal. When did he go feudal? That was quick. Is he tribal? Okay, this guy's still tribal. We're going to dump some prestige into tribal holdings. Not 400s, please. 500s is perfect. One more 500. Come on, one more 500. There we are. So now that our prestige is really low, we have the... Wait, am I crazy? Why don't I have Exalted Among Men? It's Content. Oh, Content is ruining me. Okay, my wife is pregnant. That's good. I can't take Exalted Among Men because I'm Content. So I'm going to hold off on this, I guess, a little bit. That's fine. Christ. What can I do to drop? There are some random events that fire from your wife, where she tries to get you to be a little bit more ambitious, if she's ambitious. She's not ambitious. So I got that going against me. If you go into rulership, you get lots of chances to get diligent. I have diligent, just, and ambitious. So rulership is a realistic choice here. I probably won't go that second. I almost always go theology into scholarship, right? Because we need to get that learning as high as possible. It really helps us tilt on tech compared to the rest of the world. I mean, if you look at us, can you see how white we are down here for military organization compared to the rest of the world? Like, we're the only things where, the only place where this stuff is happening. This heir isn't the greatest, it seems. Yeah, this guy, I wasn't too pleased with him. He's got Brawny, which is super nice. He's got Mastermind Theologian compared to my only Dutiful Cleric, or Scholarly Theologian, I mean. But because I can't put him in the Hermetic Society, I'm not too happy with him. I'm not too happy at all. But yeah, I think what we have to do here is pick out of these vassals. I want someone mostly central. These kings. Frisia, no. Pomerania, no. The Pope, no, that's not important. Germany, 7.74. Oh, I don't really want to do Germany. We got Turkestan over here. You see that? Abdul Jalil II, the repulsive of Turkestan. No, you meant your current ruler compared to your previous one. Oh, well. Don't underestimate EKG, the effect that playing a character for 30 or 40 years of game time can have on their stats, right? My last ruler definitely had an advantage in military, right? But when you look at his base skills, I mean, yeah, his military is pretty good, right? Mostly because luckily he spent a lot of time as a commander and we were able to boost up his base score quite significantly. And we didn't really have that option. We started to, but we didn't have a lot of bonuses, right? We didn't get a lot. His diplomacy is pretty good, but some of that is magnum opus. Destined Diplomat, also a nice little bonus. Does that run out? Yeah, it does in 968. Yeah, but we're gonna stack up some character modifiers here, some permanent and semi-permanent character modifiers. Hopefully we're gonna lose Content. I'd love to lose Content, but we'll see what we do. I can't really pick from that list of independents, so let's just see who I actually have free imprisonment on right now. This princess, for some reason that I don't know, we have imprisonment on. Probably she was part of a plot. That would make sense. We got Antioch. Losing Chase might be useful too. Yeah, that's true. We got Antioch. We got Germany. Wales. Sicily. Sicily might be good. That's pretty central. Austrasia. Italy. this guy, Sweden. Okay, let's do Sicily. The longer and longer that I leave... No, you don't all have to stack up. You're good right there. Leave these guys reinforcing so that they grow. Usurped the county of Salerno from my secret Tengri celibate dynasty member. Does he have any kids? He has one kid. Who the hell is this guy? Usurped the temple of Hero from Nuna. Alright, good for you, man. Let's get these guys into Sicily. Oh shit, I didn't have enough ships? Well, I guess there's a Greek revolt going on. Normally Greece is huge. Oh, they're getting raided again up here? Oh, Sunni Uprising. I always forget about that stuff. Okay, we're just gonna leave them. They'll cap both of these, and then they'll wander over here where I'll fight them. That's kind of how I've been dealing with that lately. You say, let's hope your wife cheats on you with a genius. Not bloody likely. No, I don't like that. That event that I just clicked off there is the one that it has you invade someone's laboratory and steal their secrets or their... Okay, we got a new Scottish Jew. This is the guy that had the bishopric of Harrow. He must have just got revoked. Oh no! He died giving all his money to this guy. That's a bummer. Let's spread these guys out a little bit. Oh, really? There, that should be fine. I shouldn't even have to look at it. So these guys are nice and spread out. Their morale is almost 100. Wait, didn't I have a reason to imprison this guy? $927. We should be able to imprison him. Maybe I didn't read that right. Antioch, Aquitaine, Germany, Wales, Austrasia, Italy, Sweden, Pomerania. Oh man, I swear I was just looking at him. Oh, you know what? We saw that he revoked this county. I bet you that was his plot. Shit. Well, let's do Italy then. He's got a plot anyway. I don't mind letting them walk because, I mean, the longer that they're, like, not on ships... Oh, that's fine. The longer that they're not on ships, the more likely that, Oh, he just moved over here? I got news for you, buddy. You can't get out of this one. Oh, and that's warning me that I can... Oh, we got camp fever here? Alright, let's shut the gates. Now, I want this guy to die. What's my chance to kill him? 14.5. What am I currently plotting? Nothing. Oh, I can add 8, add 14... 22 and 14 is only, what, 36.5? 22, 14, 36, yeah, so there's almost no chance I'm going to be able to get a good plot on him. I guess we can check. We'll leave this on here, and we'll send our diplomat into Abyssinia. So let's just see. Oh, that's weird. He's here in court. Alright. Let's try that on for size. Although, my spy master, I think, is literally doing nothing right now. Oh no, he's fine, he's fine. The Chancellor, I mean, he's okay. Some of these other guys are gonna get sick and die, though. Ah! Someone else must have fought him. Who do you think that was? Looks like some Turks that were just going north. Man, Kiva's really spread out here. How much of this is nomad agitation? Some of it has baronies in it. Some of it just has tribal holdings. Crusade for Andalusia. Good luck. Andalusia is all of this territory here. It's a great crusade target. If I was still Catholic, I'd be all over that. Did these guys join automatically? Says he's attacking him in the Second French Holy War for Brittany. Okay. Welcome, or there's no room. Let's say welcome. Complaining about the Dark Cell. Well, you can just stay where you are. But I will release anyone that can pay. No one can pay, so we're good. I have a new heir, so I have a daughter now. That's actually kind of interesting. Name her Morag? I don't really like that name. How about after her grandmother? Not that one. Oda. We can name her Zainab. That's fine. So, let's imprison you. Revolt? You don't say. I would be so happy, actually, if we got that Iron Crown of Lombardy. I've been wanting that for years and years and years now. Well, we didn't get it the first try. Looks like we got some ransomables. Raiders and Sticked. We can't be having that. Oops, look at this. And here you thought you conquered all those raiders. That was actually a host, not a raider. But yeah, fair point, right? I thought they were done for. I don't really want to walk down there. Let's send you over one. On the 9th. On the 9th, that's fine. Because that 10k, right, made me pause for a second. I mean, are we capped on our occupation score yet? No. What's the supply limit up here? 10? Alright. I've got no commanders. Oh no, I've got one commander. What's he doing? He's secluded in court. Okay, I've got a siege leader here, leader of Venice. Decent flanker. Lightfoot in Desert, we don't need him. I got Winter Soldier and Inspiring, that's pretty nice. An Organizer never hurts, except he's one of my... Well, I mean, I do kind of want him, and I also don't kind of want him. We'll leave him on. There are some dynasty questions here we have to answer, though. Because there are some people that I should absolutely have as commanders just so that they can hopefully proc some improvements. Even though we don't want to use them as commanders, we still want to raise their martial score. How did he become the Viceroy of Jerusalem? Did I really give it to him? I don't remember now. I mean, he never gave it back, so I must have made him the Viceroy. No, Dynasty is what I wanted. Looked like that was everybody. No, there was one more. The Earl of Marrakesh. So how many people are now in the crusade? Let's look at this guy. It's only the Pope and the Knights Hospitalier. You don't know how I keep up with all of this? Most of it is just... I mean, I've been playing this game a while. I'm coming up on 2,000 hours, I guess. So I've been playing it a little bit. And a lot of it at this point is like... I mean, you can pause the game whenever you want and take as much time as you want to sort through every little detail. And after a while, you kind of get into a habit of things that you check, like, frequently. Over and over and over again. So that you don't really... I shouldn't say fall behind, that's not the right way to put it, but you have as much time as you need to take care of every little detail. And with practice, it turns out that... Nice, I wiped them out to the last man. Yeah, with practice, there's lots of opportunity to make sure that everything is correct, you know? Look at this. He offers peace. We accept. So we have the King of Italy in prison. I've got a chance to usurp what? Spoleto? Oh, that came off. So, the King of Italy is in prison. What's the land very top left? You mean up here? Is that what you're talking about? Or is there something else that you're looking at? You have to let me know. If this was your question, this is Iceland, right? So, let's revoke this Kingdom of Italy. That's fine. Lowers his opinion of me by minus 120. Yeah, that's no big deal, buddy. Don't worry about it. Someone else here. A weak claim on the Kingdom of Italy. He only has a weak claim. Let's find someone nice and strong. I could... No, I can't give him a viceroyalty. This is de jure Italy, right? That's being incorporated into the Roman Empire. So we have a number of dukes here. First, can I demand that these people go Gavelkind if they're not Gavelkind already? This guy's looking pretty good. Of course, he's a secret pagan too, so that's a little bit of a downer. Let's grant him the Viceroyalty of Italy. Hey, so now he's nice and happy with me. We have 100% in Italy. Can you revoke the duchies too? I could. I was looking at that. If I was still Catholic, I could use the Pope to do it, but I'm not Catholic. So I guess kind of what my point is that I want to just do the top levels first, so that all of our kings will like us very, very, very much, right? And because they like us very, very much, they will give us a large proportion of their vassals, or of their strength, right? I mean, let's look. So let's see. Ooh, I didn't realize that viceroyalties get minus 20%. That's funny. And his... Oh, no kidding. I had no idea that was even a thing. That viceroyalties had a malice. Look at that. It does make sense. Anyway, we're going to try and do them each top level at a time. Just so that they like us a lot. And then, when we want to do the lower level duchies and stuff like that, we can do them like one kingdom chunk at a time afterwards. Without having to worry about the rest of our kingdoms going apeshit revolting, right? And here's another thing, is that if we start looking, I believe, at these other kingdoms, it should show me, like, crushed a major revolt. Does it say that? Oh, I totally thought it would say that. Let's try someone else. No, it's not. That's funny. Anyway, France is getting quite big here too, hey? Hired, 6339. Who the hell did he hire? Probably holy orders, hey? If they're holy orders, they should show up here under vassals temporarily, I think. Or at least in court. Duke, 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 Duke. No? Okay, well there's another way to look to see what he hired. We can look here under mercenaries and just see. It'll say like who's hired out to who, right? This guy's under contract here, he's under contract there. I'm not seeing France in any of those. I'm going to assume that it's holy orders because he is fighting a holy war for Barcelona, right? Maybe the revolt wasn't big enough? I don't know. Probably didn't constitute a proper revolt, is what I'm thinking. Anyway, what's interesting now is that there's a whole lot little bits of Italy. Not everything, but Carinthia here and Austria there that fell out underneath them, right? That's okay. Let's look at who else I can get really easy. So we can do Germany. We can do Wales, Austrasia, Sweden, Pomerania. I think I need to get... I need to think a little bit longer term. I need Zoroastrians in my court. Oh my god, please tell me there are Zoroastrians. Okay, thank goodness. I was so worried there when I saw it at the top of the scroll wheel and I'm on like West African pagans. I'm like, oh shit, please let there be Zoroastrians still. So I need Zoroastrians in my court. Oh my god, this woman's attractive? Are we supposed to believe that? This character has the most pleasing physique and is most attractive to the opposite sex. Yeah, man, totally. Totally. The most attractive. She looks like she's about 90 years old. Oh, yuck. Are you still culturally Scottish? I am. I am still culturally Scottish. But we need Zoroastrians in our court. And we need to pick a branch of our family that's Scottish and raise their kids as Zoroastrians and then start landing Scottish Zoroastrians Gandalfingis so that they produce more, right? Because it looks like there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What we're at, Farah. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's only 16 Zoroastrians alive in the world right now. So who do I get? So she's one of the youngest, but she's married. She's one of the youngest, but she's married. She's married, and then this one, who's actually better looking than the other one. What do you think? She's still got that ugly, awful chin, though. So. Couldn't there be more outside my diplomatic range? No, my diplomatic range is on any right now, and there's actually a couple here that we see with that little world symbol. That means other diplomatic range. So there's still only 16. And of that 16, it looks like 1, 2, 3 of them. 3 of them are outside diplomatic range. You might be interested to know that Zoroastrianism still persisted till today in Punjab, right? Which kind of makes sense because they're pretty much driven out of the Persian Peninsula. I guess I shouldn't call this a peninsula, but let's just say the historical Persian territory. You say you're not sure the portraits are matched the attractive trait. Oh my god, they're definitely not, man. They're definitely not. My brother, though, he's got that weird scraggly beard. Is this supposed to be an attractive man? I don't know. I don't know. I should know, right? I'm the homosexual. And since we're going Zoroastrian, maybe he'll be into that, right? Man, he's picked up a little bit of territory here off of Greece. Okay, so we got a Zoroastrian coming. And then I guess we're going to look for my culture exactly and my dynasty. So any of these children here. So look, we got Isabel right here. We're going to try and get her to be Zoroastrian. And then we got Bardus and Euphemos coming up. That we're also going to try and make them Zoroastrian. And the idea is that once I'm done with my Jewish achievements, I don't want to have to be like, okay, now I got to revoke a bunch of Jews, you know. I want to be like, okay, so I can switch to Zoroastrianism. Maybe even be a Jew that's a secret Zoroastrian. Oh my god, that's such a good idea. I should kill my wife. Who am I planning to kill right now? Oh, that's such a good idea. Yeah. Dunzo, you're done. Next wife. Let's get into position to fight Germany. Send him right up there, and we're just going to wait a little bit to send him behind. Because if I can make myself a secret Zoroastrian right now, it's everything I ever wanted. Get a genius, lustful wife. Well, she is a genius. She's not lustful, though. I typically try and breed strong. But, I mean, I guess I can take what I can get. Yep. So here she is. That double chin though. Oh my god, it's revolting me a little bit. Let's just check. So there's really only two choices, hey? There's really only two choices. This one and this one. So let's just let the record show that I really did make the best choice here. You don't marry for the looks. Buddy, I don't know if you've noticed, but chins are a big deal for me. I hate the double and triple chins. And I'm only doing this for the game mechanics. Normally I'd say hell no. Yeah, that's fine. Oop, my cousin died a natural death. I'm not marrying her to breed. You're right. I just want to have that secret Zoroastrian. Diplomatic range. Yes. Join my court. Any, of course. Ruler, no. Men married, no. Adult, yes. Top to bottom, please. Okay, so we got an Afghan here. I don't think I'm going to be able to force an invite there. We've got Mahmud, who's a Taglibid in a Murzadid court. He's got friggin' awful chins too. This guy you can't tell is under a beard. Chaste plus homosexual is medieval MGTOW. I don't know what that means. Is that something I should Google? Don't scare me. Alright, so I think this is the guy. Let's buy a favor off of him. Get him into court. Getting genius children would be nice though. It wouldn't be bad. I just, in terms of where I value the genetic traits, strong, bar none, is the best genetic trait that you can have. I used to think that genius was, but since the Reapers do and the way that diseases and in particular not just epidemics but non-epidemic diseases, stuff like cancer and dysentery can wipe out dynasties, right? I mean, everyone's got that perfect character that they lost to the Black Plague, right? You really have to have. You say men go in their own way. It's an anti-feminism thing. Sorry, too niche to be funny. I just never heard it before. Men going their own way. Oh, wonderful. So he's a little bit happier with me, although not much, hey? He wants control of Africa? That's never happening. That's an... Oh. Man, I didn't think... What in the heck? Didn't I just look at this guy and he was... Oh, maybe it was this guy. Oh, I skipped him because of the chin. Oh, man. Talk about not doing my due diligence, eh? Well, we got this Marshal of Upland. We got this guy here. He's a Talibid in a Talibid court. We're not going to get him. This Buddhist, maybe? At least he's lowborn. Oh, I can't even buy a favor off him. I think this is the guy. Alright, that's the guy. Get a quick genius and a strong heir. Quick and genius are mutually exclusive, but you can get a strong genius attractive. That's possible. Between you and your son? No. Who are you, lady? Khotan? Get the heck out of... Why can't I invite him to court? Because he's not abroad. Okay, can I buy a favor off him? Of course I can. Can I send him a gift? Can I buy a favor off him now? I really want to try and get this guy. Nice. Improve relations again. If I wasn't already trying to kill my wife, I'd try and kill that little kid. Arrange a marriage. Both parties must... Are you for real? I don't normally demand religious conversion. Oh, this isn't good. I don't think that there's a... Oh shit, it come back? Is it ebbing and flowing here? Alright, so this guy may start a secret Sunni society. I don't know. Remember, lowborn doesn't mean she's not the mother of the ruler. Yeah, that's happened to me before, right? Just yesterday, the day before, I think. Let's imprison the King of Germany now. 1% chance. Revolt? You don't say. What a crazy world we live in. Tough times ahead for us all. Alright, let's check all of my sieges. You say, what's a couple of days ago? But yeah, that's what happened to me. I remember. Sometimes it feels like there's years between each episode. Wow, all of that occupation is only worth 1? What the hell? Oh my god, all of this counts against me. Alright, we're going to war. I think we had an organizer, right? Let's put him on there. Oh, nice, and he's improved a little bit. Now he's 17. Organizer is actually a pretty decent trait for defensive retinues. Because of the way that Organizer can possibly proc the hesitant advance, I think, combat tactic, which actually adds big bonuses, I believe. And let's just double check the wiki before I tell you guys something that's not right. Combat tactics bookmark. Good tactics. No, it's under bad tactics. Yeah, so hesitant commander can proc. No, it's timid advance. If you're an organizer, you can have timid advance, which gives 120% pikeman offensive, right? Under this, it's an advance group of tactics. So yeah, we're gonna have to send these guys down here anyway to fight off those Germans and reverse some of those sieges. I want to play a game as one time. And I'm not saying I'm at the end of my rope, but kind of having trouble coming up with interesting cultural and religion mixes. What is this? Dangerous factions again? Independence? This should actually be getting better, right? I mean, we'll be able to do Austrasian next. Alright, let's just get some decent commanders on the other sides of these flanks here. Now, didn't I have Venice? Wasn't he like a siege and a... Oh, maybe he died or something. I don't see him here anymore. I've got to lead the center. That's pretty nice. Oh. Never noticed him before. I didn't realize he came in as a strong. Strong and brave, anyway. Are there any more Gandalfingis? Is Constantinople still beset on all sides by diseases? Alright, let's put the lead the center in the center, right? That kind of seems like a no-brainer. My court rabbi! How could you do this? He's a secret Tengri anyway. Although I don't really want to pick up Cannibal right now, so... let's count it down. We were at 5, this puts us to 4. And before it gets down to 4, we're gonna... Oh, we got lots of good rabbis here. So this puts us to 3, I think, right? And it's not if you go down to 0 that you get -3 health. If you go down to 1, you get -3 health. So really it goes from 5 to 4, from 4 to 3, from 3 to 2. And if you go from 2 to 1, then you're already at -3. So at 2 food, and I think we counted that we're on 3 food now. So on the next one, I open the gates no matter what. And I can hear that I kind of feel like my sound is screwed up. So that was 40 war score. Does he surrender? He surrenders. Okay, so we're going to revoke the Kingdom of Germany off of him. And we actually end up with a lot of people who are now going to be free. Some stuff like do we even have a King of Saxony anymore? Yeah, we do. The King of France actually counts as the King of Saxony. That makes sense. That's why so much of this is France, right? No brainer. I could actually go one more level, but I think I'm just going to leave them here. Do I want to make the... Can I give you a viceroyalty? No, I can't. I can give you the whole kingdom. Oh, I can't do that either. So who then do we give it to? We got the King of Saxony, or the Duke of Saxony right here. How many vassals do you still have? Just the one, the Earl of Thuringian? Okay. Can I get the other Duke title off of him? No, I can't. Alright. I think this is who we're going to throw the king title at. It's a little bit hard to read with the dotted lines. If we zoom a little bit, we can see a little bit better what's actually in de jure. So we could give it to this guy. He's awful. I think this is our best bet. So he's a little bit happier now, isn't he? I really want to get France. I'm going to transfer him Saxony. That'll take some of the pressure off. I don't know where I got that coward malice from. I'm over my vassal limit, go figure. I guess because as I'm doing this, like a bunch of stuff is falling off, right? Like Kent fell out because it used to be controlled by Germany. So I have to go to you and say, okay, we'll transfer vassalage of Kent to England. Alright, so that takes the pressure off there. I think Austrasia is next, right? Yeah, except it's 7 o'clock. I know I started a little bit late today, but I think that's going to be the end of it. So the next thing that we do is we roll on Austrasia. And then probably Aquitaine just after. And the more viceroys that we get in, the more and more that these guys will hate us. Hopefully our wife dies and this camp fever friggin' goes away. Oh, this camp fever is killer. A mayor, only 300 gold. Surrey, Antioch, we got Holland here. Maybe you should invest a bit more in healthcare in your main provinces. Well, yes, I suppose I could. I don't think I can imprison him. Hey, no, I can't. The Duke of Olan, minus 42. Put you in prison just to keep you from running up your credit card. Now here's an advantage that we might have. Minus 30 puts him down to... Oh, there's no way we're going to be able to get this guy. Let's try it anyway. So, okay, so he flees. He's at minus 44. I go to give him a gift, 36. Yeah, that's not enough. Congratulations, Slavonian Revolt. You just gained 2,100 gold. If he lives for 30 years, we could conceivably still get that back from him. But probably it just goes to that nobody. Now this is a good looker too. 2,000? She's not married. So she flees. Send her a gift. 46. What's worth 2,000 gold? This is plus 11 opinion, putting her to 24. That's 11, that's 11. The mace is 11. Oh, god damn it. The longsword's quality 2, that's plus 21. She's 71 years old. She looks like she's not a day over whatever. So that's 2 food, I think. Let's open our gates. I have to go into hiding? Ooh, we're gonna see who's trying to kill us in a second. Let's pause and go through the list to see if we're exposed anywhere. I might have to recheck my... That's fabricated claim. This little guy. Our chance to imprison him is 48. If I send him an end plot, it's just a yes. What was his plot power? 73? Oh man. Okay. So she's in my court now. That's a nice payday to leave on, hey? So that's the end of the episode for today. We're doing pretty good. We're not really fighting huge civil wars, but we are taking care of this one and that one and this one and that one and getting it all worked out, you know? Banish my mother? No. Let's release her from prison. And she'll be just fine where she's at. Do you get the artifacts back when you banish people? No. So I had to choose to spend like a quality 2 weapon on that woman for 2,000 gold, and I thought about it and I thought it was worth it. Right? I thought that was worth it. So yeah, you don't get the artifacts back when you banish. Those are spent. However, I've got a Heartseeker, I've got a handgun, and I've got a faux hammer, right? These are all high quality weapons with good uses, right? Heartseeker being the best just for default with the high martial skill. I usually equip the handgun when I'm working on my magnum opus. And the faux hammer, you see, the part of the problem with the faux hammer is heavy foot bonuses. In fact, heavy foot, like heavy infantry leader, doesn't help you with pikemen at all. Now, pikemen are already super strong. So I understand. Oh, by the way, before I start the next game, there's something else I have to do. But, so if I was going to give something away, I'd probably give this away. More than likely to heirs, right? So that you do inherit it back. Because you can inherit weapons. If I give weapons out to my heirs, we're fine, right? We are just fine. Because as I die, they inherit my treasury, right? And they keep their treasury. I've actually, in other games, I've had sons that were part of the Hermetic Society for nearly as long as I was, right? Like join when I'm 30 or something, get your son in, he's 16. Or like 32 and 16, something like that. And I lived to be 70 or something, and my son, or maybe it was my brother, I can't remember. But anyway, my next character had already written a magnum opus. It sucked. because he wasn't able to stack learning like I was to get the best result out of it. But that was kind of interesting. Anyway, what I was saying is I need to look for members of my culture, not an adult, my dynasty. Okay, so Bardis, I need to make sure that these guys start getting educated as Zoroastrians. You say, unless your heir dies before you and someone else inherits. Yeah. I guess that's a minor. But you wouldn't give them anything that you would terribly risk losing, you know what I mean? Who owns the Kingdom of Bavaria right now? Nobody does? So he's an archbishop. This lead the center guy, I kind of like him. Carinthia. Is that really de jure Carinthia? Yeah, okay. We're going to give you the viceroyalty of Bavaria. This guy's an idiot. Okay, anyway, that's it for today. Catch you tomorrow. Probably do a little bit of that Norse Muslim run I'm working on. It's really fun. In fact, it makes me think that Berber might be the best possible culture for Muslims, because it appears that raiding territory and sacking cities counts as negative decadence, right? Under sieges. So that's quite interesting. Anyway, Ikaji, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for everyone else that came in and hopped in the chat. See y'all later.